Okay guys, so number 3, we're going to solve this following system, and make sure you write the answer in the correct format. That means your answer should be parentheses x comma y comma z, right? Some people don't even put it x, y, and the z. They put like random order. Okay, but before we start, I think only people in my class maybe know this, but what would we do first before we even start this? Label them, right? Because we want to be organized here, so 1, 2, and 3. All right? Then you want to identify which variable is the easiest to cancel out. So which one do you think is easiest? Z, that's right. And why do you think it's Z? Right, because there's no numbers in front of it, and then you see the negative and the positive between the equations. Right. So you want to pair them up to where you have a positive and a negative, right? So what's one pair I could use? 1 and 2. So equation 1 was x plus 4y plus z equals negative 9. And equation 2 was 5x plus y minus z equals 6. And all we have to do is add these two equations together now. So when I add these two equations together, z is canceled out, and what is left? We're adding them together. We're not subtracting them because the positive plus the negative, that's gone. So we're adding everything.
6x plus 5y equals negative 3.
That's right. 6x plus 5y equals negative 3. Okay, and you see how we paired these two equations together and we got a new equation? So I'm going to label my new equation as equation number 4. This is just a organization tool that I use. All right, so now which equation have we not used yet?
3.
3. So we have to use 3, and we have to pick another equation to pair 3 up with. Which equation would we want to pair 3 up with? 1. Because you see how 1 has a positive z? You don't have to pair 2 and 3 together. You can choose with any of the others. So we have to use 3, and we're going to pair it with 1. So 3 is going to be 3x minus 3y minus z equals 14. And equation 1 is x plus 4y plus z equals negative 9. So we're just going to add these two equations together because the negative and the positive will cancel each other out. And what do I get? What's my new equation here?
4x plus y equals 5.
4x plus y equals 5. Whoa, wait a second. Equals 5. And I'm going to number this as equation number 5 because this is another new equation. So this helps me keep track of what my new equations are because after I get equation 4 and 5, I just put those two together. So I'm going to write equation 4 and 5 together down here. So equation 4 was 6x plus 5y equals negative 3. And equation 5 was 4x plus y equals 5. Okay, now, does it look like anything's going to cancel if I just add the two equations together? No, it doesn't. So what do you think I would need to do to make it to where I can cancel something out?
Multiply the 5 by negative 5.
Right, if I multiply equation 5 by negative 5, I can make this y into a negative 5y. And it would cancel out with this positive 5y right there. So we're going to multiply equation 5 by negative 5. Okay, so the equation 4, we don't change that one. That's still 6x plus 5y equals negative 3. What is my new equation 5 going to be?
Negative 20x minus 5y equals negative 25.
That's right. Negative 20x minus 5y equals negative 25. Now you can see after we multiplied that equation by negative 5, the positive 5y cancels with the negative 5y. So from here, we can just add the two equations together. So when I add them, the 5y's will cancel. And what's left?
Negative 14x equals negative 29.
Negative 14x equals negative 28. And so I can solve for x right there if I do what?
Divide by 14. Negative 14.
Divide by negative 14. And so x equals?
2.
That's right, x equals 2. But now, I just found x. Which variable should I be able to find right away? Y. Because look at equation 4 and 5. Those are the equations we just used, right? There's only an x and a y in there. We just found x, so now we should be able to find y. So which equation, number 4 or number 5, do you want to use to find y? Which one looks easier to find y? 5. So we can use 5. You can use either one, but you want to make it easy on yourself. So equation 5. And equation 5 was 4 times x. But what is x? 2. We just found this 2 right here. So it's going to be 4 times 2 plus y equals 5. So what is 4 times 2? So we have 8 plus y equals 5. And then what do I need to do to find y here? Subtract the 8. So y equals -3. And so now I have x and y. What's the last variable I need to find? Z. And so that's where at the very end you're going to go back into one of the original equations and pick one of those to find z. Which equation looks like it's easiest to find z with? Number 1, because that's where positive z is. So equation number 1, we're going to put x, but what is x? 2, so we're going to put 2 plus 4 times y. What's y? -3. Whoa. Plus z equals -9. And then once we simplify, we'll be able to find our answer. This is 2. What's 4 times -3? -12 plus z equals, equals -9. So we need to combine our like terms. So what is 2 minus 12? So we have a -10 plus z equals -9. And then one more step to find z. Add the 10, that's right. So we get z equals 1. So what's my final answer then? What should it be?
2, 3,
Right. Parentheses 2, -3, 1. It needs to go x and then y and then z, okay? And that is the end of this extremely long problem.